Hello everyone, welcome. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a simple use case, building an AI-powered vacation planner agent using generative AI. Planning a vacation can be overwhelming with so many destinations, hotels and activities out there. It's easy to get lost in endless tabs and conflicting recommendations. Travelers often spend hours just trying to piece everything together. This project introduces a generative AI powered vacation planner agent designed to make that whole process easier and more personalized. It acts as a conversational assistant that helps users plan their trips through natural language. You just tell it what you are looking for, like a beach vacation or a mountain retreat, and it helps you discover destinations, recommend the best times to visit, and even find hotels, all through a simple chat interface. Let's take a look how it all works. This is built using a multi-node agent architecture, where each node is responsible for a specific task, such as handling conversations, invoking tools, or handling user input. To implement this architecture, I used LangGraph, a framework designed specifically for building stateful multi-step AI workflows. To bring this vacation planner to life, I used a combination of powerful generative AI capabilities. Function calling. This allows the agent to interact with external tools or services like APIs or databases to fetch information based on what the user asks. Few-shot prompting. By providing just a few examples within the prompt, the model can better understand how to respond appropriately across different types of queries. Structured output and controlled generation. Structured output means the AI responds in a clean, organized format. Controlled generation ensures those outputs are reliable and consistent, using techniques like temperature tuning to avoid randomness and keep things clear. Agents. This whole system is agent-powered. An AI agent is more than just a chatbot. It's a decision-making system that can autonomously perform tasks, respond intelligently, and adapt to goals based on user input. Long context window. A long context window allows the agent to remember previous parts of the conversation, even across multiple exchanges. This means the AI can refer back to earlier details like preferences or previously mentioned information, ensuring a smooth, coherent conversation. Document understanding. Document understanding allows the agent to read and interpret both structured and unstructured documents. It extracts useful information from these documents, enabling the AI to make data-driven recommendations or decisions. Now let's dive into the code and see how everything comes together. This project is hosted on Kaggle. First of all, you need to install the dependencies, then you need to set up the Google API key. To set up the Google API key, go to Add-ons, Secrets, Add Secret, and make sure you enable it. Here we have used two datasets. The travel destinations dataset has the destinations, countries they belong to, experiences, and the best times to travel. I have made this dataset available on Kaggle Hub. The next dataset is the hotels data, where it has some information about hotels in the world with their ratings. Here I have loaded the datasets. First, we define a tool, a function called search hotels, which is annotated with the add tool decorator. This function is responsible for searching hotels in a given city. Next, we set up the LLM and design the prompts. I have provided clear instructions here, including how the model should answer. You can see that I have asked it to return responses in a structured list format. Hotel-rating. This is what I mentioned earlier as structured output. I also used few-shot prompting. By giving a couple of examples, the model learns how to format its answers more accurately. Then the LLM is initialized and I have set the temperature to 0. This ensures the answers are more reliable and deterministic. Here I have set the state manager, which keeps track of the conversation history and manages the state across turns. Next, I define the chatbot node. This is what actually invokes the LLM to generate responses based on the current state. Then we have the human node, which is responsible for handling the user input. I have also created a tool node, which allows the system to call functions like search hotels when needed. After that, I have defined the routing logic. These are conditional edges that decide what should happen next based on the current state or intent of the message. And finally, we build the LangGraph itself by connecting all the nodes, edges, and the conditional flows. To make things easier to understand, I have also visualized the LangGraph so you can see how the information flows from one part to another. We have two different modes to run the AI agent: non-interactive mode and the interactive mode. In the non-interactive mode, you can run the agent without providing the live inputs. This is done because you cannot run the Kaggle project and save it in an interactive mode which waits for user input. You can see the user requests and the agent responses printed here. User has requested for destinations with a beach in Europe. An agent has recommended some places, times to travel, and also helped the user to search for hotels. Now let's try the interactive mode. You need to uncomment the last line before you run this. Let's ask the agent to provide some places with mountains in Europe. Okay, the agent has responded. Let's say we are interested in Interlaken. Okay, the agent wants to know when we would like to travel there. Based on his recommendations, let's say we would like to travel in June. Now the agent wants to help us by searching for some hotels there. Let's type yes. Now you could see the agent has responded by recommending some hotels with their ratings. Now let's end the chat. That wraps up the walkthrough of the AI-powered vacation planner agent. This is just one example of how generative AI can be applied to real-world everyday problems. If you're curious about the full implementation, you can check out the notebook and the blog post linked below. Thanks for watching.